Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deana and I am a spiritual self-development coach here to help you experience your deepest desires using a no bullshit manifestation approach with a little bit of mental health sprinkled in. And in today's video, I want to talk about what to do when you just feel like giving up, nothing's changing, and you just want to give up and stop doing all the work and everything you've done to move towards your goals. And I can say that I've absolutely been in this moment. If you watched my How to Manifest Your SP video, you'll know that it took a good 8 months to receive full commitment. And in those 8 months, there were quite a few moments where I wanted to stop, where things were happening where I was like, what the fuck is this shit even working? Like, am I just losing my mind and going crazy and being delusional forever thinking this would work? There were so many moments like that, and even though for a moment I let my awareness go to that, I always chose to bring it back to a better focus, because why go through your whole life and not get what you want out of it? Like, that doesn't make sense. Imagine getting to the end of your life and being like, damn, like I really gave up on everything I wanted and I didn't have to. There's all these other people experiencing exactly what I wanted to experience and I gave up and chose not to. So you don't have to do that. You can continuously make the choice. And guess what? Even though it took 8 months of a lot of persistence, I wouldn't take that 8 months back for anything, because I learned so much. And now that I am cool and chill and have that thing in my life, it's just normal, and I wouldn't want to change what I had. And it doesn't matter that it didn't happen as quick as I thought it was going to. What needed to happen in those 8 months for it to fully bloom needed to happen, and that's just the way it is. And sometimes it is that way, and you know, we get urgent when things aren't showing up right away. But it's a lot like going to the gym. You know, you're going to the gym every day and you're doing the work, you're eating right, and you don't see the physical change. But there is change. It's just happening slowly and internally, and it just hasn't externalized yet. And it's exactly the same way. And I always come back to this metaphor whenever I am struggling to persist through something, because it takes things a little bit. Maybe it's a limiting belief, but things need to build up and build up and build up and build up, and then they externalize. Sometimes that you externalize is quicker because you kind of already have muscle memory around it and you already have really good beliefs and there's not a lot of resistance there. But for those things that you do have a lot of resistance around, you're going to need to do some work internally to shift it until it fully externalizes. So you might as well just do it. You're alive. You're breathing. You might as well just use your energy to freaking do it, instead of using your energy to complain and victimize yourself and look for reasons not to do it. What's the point? Why use your energy for that when you can use your energy for moving towards what you actually want? Maybe it's easier to complain and victimize yourself, and it's a little bit harder to go the other way, but it's worth it. Won't you be more happy when you realize that you went for a goal, you achieved it, and you didn't give up on yourself? I mean, that's the biggest self-concept builder that there is. To know that you had a goal and you persisted through and were able to check that goal off your list that a lot of other people can't say that they did, is pretty fucking excellent. That's pretty freaking awesome. So you might as well do it. And when you feel like giving up, remember to always go back to what you're put on this earth for. You are put on this earth to expand, create, grow, inspire, and freaking experience. You are here to do all of those things. You are here to have whatever you want. There's nothing that is off limits. Like, you're supposed to experience it all. If I told you if it was inevitable and you believed it, then you would never give up, like, no matter what. And I do believe that it's inevitable. I really do believe it's inevitable. Like, if there's any belief that you should take on. It's that what you want to experience is inevitable and placed in your heart because you have no choice but to experience it. Like always go back to that. There's going to be some circumstances and some things that are going to pop up that you're going to need to push through. You're going to have to. I pushed through a lot of shit before my commitment happened with my boyfriend. And I could have gave up. Like I said, I could have gave up. I could have gave up a lot, but I chose not to. I chose to persist because it was that important to me. Having this relationship was so important to me, and I knew that this was just the relationship for me. And I did what I had to do, and I continue to do what I need to do to maintain that relationship because it's important to me. And so are the other things that I've manifested in my life and will achieve in the future as well. So if it's important to you, why focus on the bullshit? Why focus on the bullshit? I know your thoughts can get in the way sometimes and things are intrusive and not necessarily your choice. But that's also something to remember. If you were fully 100% in control of your thoughts, would you really be choosing to think about some of the things that you think about, or would God choose those types of thoughts for you? It's a very helpful point to remind yourself of when you are trapped in rumination, doubt, fear. Would you choose those thoughts for yourself? And the answer is probably no. And in knowing that, you can see that those thoughts are coming from something else and they're not real, and you don't have to engage with them. Not to mention, I've given so many other tools. The affirmation tapes at night are going to help shift you. They're going to help shift those beliefs. And as that happens, your thoughts will also change. You'll notice a lot less intrusive thoughts going on. If you're not already on a custom affirmation tape regimen, make sure you get on that. I'll leave the link in my bio down below. That's incredibly important. And then making sure that during the day you are continuing to align yourself with those beliefs that you're integrating in during your sleep. And when you want to give up, you just go back to that, and you go back to that, and you go back to it over and over and over again, and you have this beautiful, incredible stability to always go back to when you're feeling a little defeated. You can get I've gotten out of resistance and defeat in literally seconds by choosing to recenter and refocus myself on what I know is important. And when you feel like giving up and you're sitting around and pondering over the problems, make the conscious choice to get up and focus on something else. Throw your headphones on and listen to the affirmation tape. Throw your headphones on and listen to some focusing music. Go practice a hobby. Like, do something else. There are ways to recenter your focus when you feel like that. It's just a little bit of resistance creeping up, but every single time you can choose to do something else. And that's all you need to do, is make those decisions over and over and over and over again. Yes, sometimes there's going to be little difficult moments that pop up, but you always, at the end of the day, have a choice. You always have a choice to stay living in the end. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Don't give up. Don't fucking give up. Do not give up. There is no reason to give up on what you desire. There is no reason to give up on what you desire. You are here to experience it. Take on the belief that it is inevitable, and you will inevitably experience it. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and your night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.